So, one of my best friends got engaged recently, and some of my other friends bought a house, and still other friends are having babies. It's wonderful, it's amazing. I am so happy for these friends who have over the years had that will it ever happen for me fears. But if I am being super honest, there is also a sad part of me deep down. To me, the world feels like a giant dumpster fire right now. And my friends are still somehow checking off bucket list items of a normal life. And I feel like everyone has a chance at normal and happy but me. Now, my point here isn't to be all, woe is me. I know that's not useful, and it's why I go to therapy. And I genuinely am so happy for my friends. But I guess I'm also a little bit jealous because I feel like I'll never be able to have that happiness. I like the metaphor of us all being on different trains. As a kid and teen, you mostly feel like you're on the same train as your peers. After high school graduation, you start to board separate trains, but you're mostly aware of this. They feel like deliberate choices, even if technically, most of them are influenced by privilege and circumstance. But at this point in your life, you don't necessarily recognize that. After college is where it gets confusing. You realize you did actually board separate trains from your college peers a while ago, even though up until now you've been chugging alongside them. So now everyone starts peeling off as the trains go faster and faster, and you're calling across farther distances, still trying to pretend that you're on the same train. And then suddenly you're on a track out in the desert all by yourself, in a caboose that's been detached from the rest of your train, and you don't even know where you were wanting to go anymore. Maybe that's a little overdramatic. I have been said to be quite dramatic. Now, I'm not saying I'm unhappy with the choices that led me here. I think I did the best I could with the circumstances I was given. Like, screwed up brain chemistry is probably my biggest hurdle, but it's a twofold problem. One, I feel like I am letting someone down. That the people around me won't see me as a whole human being or a real adult until I have checked off all of these boxes. And two, even if I do at some point get to check some of these boxes that everyone else does, I am afraid that I won't be able to enjoy it, that it is too late, that I'm a consolation prize, that life is now too complicated to get any sort of pure enjoyment out of these things. I feel like I've been following the rules since I was a kid, and I am now disappointed and frustrated that I still lost the game. Turns out, for real winners, there were apparently never any rules to begin with. How did I miss that memo? This video is brought to you by existential dread, climate change, late-stage capitalism, and cruel, selfish people with all the power. Okay, we got kind of dark. What would my therapist say? Probably that if I asked any of my friends who have been off box checking for the last decade, that even their happiest moments have been tinged with sadness or complications or chaos. Because that is how life is. So maybe the takeaway here is to remember that you're not alone in your personal chaos. We're all a little jealous of everyone else because we can only see a small facet of each other's lives. I cannot promise that the future is going to be okay. But if you're like me and have always felt like you needed someone's permission to live life the way you want, to embrace happiness, well, guess what, baby? I am giving you permission. Signed, KP, this is your official permission slip to live life the way you want. Screw everybody else. They are not you, so they don't get a say. Whew. Okay, that's enough depression for one day, y'all. I like the chicken emojis from last week, so let's put some sunshine and rainbows in the comments this week to brighten this video up, and any of your own thoughts, advice, questions. As always, if you enjoyed this video, essay, whatever, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me over on Instagram, whatever you want to do to show your support. And I will see you guys later. Bye!